Now the defense for the Los Angeles Dodgers as they wear the home white uniforms. Dusty Baker will be in left field. He'll fight a sun problem out there today, particularly Baker in left. Over in center field, first time we've seen him there this season, Reggie Smith. He's been there before, however, in his career. He has the quickness to play the position and the arm. In right field, for the sake of offense as much as anything, but a fine athlete, Lee Lacy, he too will have a sun problem as the day wears on in right field. Over at third base for the Los Angeles Dodgers, a man who's been there all season long, Ron Say, the cleanup hitter. At shortstop, a man whose bat has been begging so far, Bill Russell. And the fellow who has been zipped in the series so far, offensively, and a man the Dodgers must have on base, Davy Lopes, playing at second base. And over at first, the steady one, Steve Garvey, who's been hitting well and fielding very well. Back of the plate, Steve Yeager, who put on a show in batting practice today, hit about 6 of them in the seats and deep. And on the mound, the young man that we've talked about so much already, Doug Rau, left-hander, has a fine changeup. He was 14-8 on the season, got off to a great start, winning 11 out of 12, and then tailed off toward the end of the year as he developed some soreness in his pitching shoulder. But he must have control, and he must be able to get the change over the plate in order to be effective. He will. Now, the batting order, Mickey Rivers will lead off. A couple of doubles and a single last night, followed by Willie Randolph, Thurman Munson, Reggie Jackson, cleanup, Lou Piniella batting 5th, Chris Chambliss hitting 6th, Greg Nettles 7, Bucky Dent, the shortstop is 8, and the pitcher Ron Guidry. 4. Mickey Rivers to lead off, and the Yankees lead 2-1. Mickey Rivers, who came up with the California Angels, went over to the Yankees with Ed Figueroa for Bobby Bonds in 1975, the winter. And Doug Rau's curveball, first pitch of the game, is just low inside, ball 1. But you see the ball bending from Rau, and you'll see it bend most of the day. There's a fastball, and it's immediately hit into right field for a base hit. So Rivers, sitting on the fastball, got it and hit it. But it did not deter him from having a fine ball game.
His fatigue has been as much emotional as physical.
To go now to Munson. Hit on the ground to the shortstop, Russell. Over to second, they've got one. Down to first, double play. Oh, Doug Rau gets out of the inning as the Dodgers turn their third double play of the World Series. Top half of the first, Yankees fail to score. Dodgers coming up. The Yankee defense lines up with Sweet Lou Piniella in left field. 34 having a great season. Over in center, Mickey Rivers. Great speed out there. What an asset it is. In right field, Reggie Jackson. Sun will bother him as the day goes on. Inside defense, steady Greg Nettles at third base. At shortstop, it'll be Bucky Dent, who's never stepped on a foul line in his life. Over at second base, Willie Randolph. And down at first base, it'll be Chris Chambliss, still starting. There's been a lot of talk that Cliff Johnson might get a call unless Chris's bat came alive, but he's still there. And back of the plate, the captain, Thurman Munson. And on the mound, Ron Guidry. Coming out of the shower, as Bill White said a while ago, weighs about 153 pounds, but he will bring the ball to the plate well in excess of 90 miles an hour.
The Dodgers had to get a lift from that Yankee top of the first. Rivers, and then the Yankees failing to do anything with it. There's the Dodger lineup.
Davy Lopes, Bill Russell, Reggie Smith, Ron Say cleaning up, followed by Steve Garvey, Dusty Baker, Lee Lacy, Steve Yeager, and Doug Rau. The DH not being used. This year, it's used on an alternating basis in the World Series. This is the year for it not to be used. Davy Lopes, 0 for 13 in the World Series, in the series so far. Jackson takes ball 4, and so the Dodgers get the leadoff man on. I tell you this, if Ron Guidry has any nerves at all, he is trying to overcome them by being quick to the...
I think Tom is going to be a more aggressive manager, Howard. I think he's going to try something.
There he goes. The throw. No. He's in there.
It looked like he didn't have a chance to get him when he started. He made that play very close to second base. Munson gets rid of the ball so fast, it's really incredible. He got in there.
Second, couldn't get home in the first inning. Russell swings and misses, and he's gone. So the man who struck out only 43 times all season long is whiffed by Guidry. Back to Torres. He was bringing it up there 94 miles an hour. Ron Guidry is throwing in that 92, 94 range as well. So
And he's going to come right at you with his hard stuff. Good
he
curveball.
strikes out. Ron Say to end the inning. So the Dodgers get the leadoff man on. Can't get him around. After one inning of play, we have no score. In the series with 1 run batted in.
Doug keeps it low. That's where Jackson likes it.
Down the left field line, it'll go to the corner. Should be 2 bases. Dusty Baker over to the line. Jackson will go standing at second with a double.
See what I mean, Tom? This fella deserves a lot of credit. Billy started to use him regularly from mid-season or thereabouts.
Get the runner to third.
There it is, right down the right field line. Should score Jackson. Reggie pumping around third. The throw. Lacey goes to second. Jackson scores. Yankees lead 1-0. For today's ball game from the Naval Air Station in Memphis, Tennessee. That is going to the left field corner. Baker over and knocks it down. Lou Piniella goes to third, and Chambliss is in with a stand-up double, and the Yankees are jumping on Doug Rau in the top of the second inning.
They really are, Keith, and that's the first typical Chambliss hit for Chris in this World Series. 3 of the 4. Tom, note that 3 of the 4 hits by the Yankees have been by left-handers. A ringing line drive by Mickey Rivers in the first, and Jackson and Chambliss going the opposite way here in the second.
So time is called, with Reggie Jackson having doubled the lead and has scored on Piniella's single. Lou is now at third base, time as he can, and now he's going to call for Rick Rhoden. So time is out here with the Yankees leading 1-0 and threatening to get more, and Rick Rhoden will be the next pitcher. Rick Rhoden on the mound, as you can see, his seasonal record, 16-10. In postseason play, he appeared in Game 3 of the playoffs, pitched 4 1/3 innings. Against the Phillies, gave him 2 hits in relief of Bert Hooton. Piniella is at third. Chambliss is at second. Doug Rau threw 14 pitches.
Stop.
Hits it right at Davy Lopes. He'll go to first. Piniella scores. The Yankees lead 2-0.
Batting 8.
You have to be very fine in this situation.
Ball is hit on the ground to right field. That'll score another run, and the Yankees lead 3-0 as Chambliss spikes the plate and then hit a low outside pitch to right field. And tonight got out to a 3-0 lead in the first inning against Tommy John. They have scored 3 runs in the second inning today. All 3 runs charged to Doug Rau. There's the bunt by Guidry. Good one out in front. Yeager to first base, and they get him. The sacrifice for the pitcher Guidry is dead, goes to second. To the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of the game without the express written consent of Major League Baseball is prohibited. Struck him out on a bad pitch. Ball was well out of the strike zone. He got Mickey, and so the inning is over. But it's a big one for the Yankees. After 1.5, New York leads the Dodgers 3-0. Clemson's got a pretty decent football team this year. They beat Georgia Tech back-to-back. Baker hits it to right. That's the first time the Dodgers have been able to get the ball to the outside, and they drive Reggie Jackson back to the wall as Baker hit it well. Ball carries better here in the daylight than it does at night.
It's damp earlier in the year in April, and then this time of year for the night games.
Nothing. Dodgers batting in the bottom of the second inning. Lacey strikes out, and the Dodgers go in order in the bottom of the second. So after 2 complete innings of play, Ron Guidry looks mighty tough.
Ballpark. It is, I think it's a hitter's park now.
You're also talking to the vice chairman at the moment. Well, he struck it out, and that pitch was outside the strike zone, but it was one of those flamers that Rhoden can give you.
Seba, but Seba got his today, folks. Don Newcomb came up to visit us, say hello, and told Seba, I hit 7 in 1 season, which he did. He was a fine pinch hitter, Newcomb.
So with Don Drysdale with his ball club. There's a shot to left. Piniella going hard. Can't get it. Ball bounces into the stand. Double.
As we said, Roden is a good hitting pitcher.
Boy, he took a good swing at that ball, too. He just missed the home run. That ball hit down there just short of that 330-foot mark. Lou ran into the wall. Pinella ran into the wall. I don't know if he got hurt or not.
A little shaken up. Look at that swing again.
That's a good swing. That's an everyday player's swing right there. Now, Pinella's going to try and get to the ball. He can't get there. He runs into that wall. Gives it a pretty good shot. The man that's in charge of, let's say, first gear of that offense.
Yep.
That's for sure.
Pitch bounces at the plate.
Something's got to fire the Dodgers up there.
Dodgers batting bottom of the third. Lopes hits it to straightaway center, hits it well. Rivers going back.
Oh, he did it!
That's the power of this young man that we talked about last night. He broke out of his slump in a big way. But remember, Tom Seaver talked last night about how Davey hit a grand slammer against him in this ballpark. Dead center field and out, and the ball jumped. Again, this relates to the way it pops out of here in the daytime vis-a-vis the night.
First time up. An instance of the pitcher helping himself. Roden doubled. Goes tumbling out of it. Gary. Looking. Smith strikes out. But the Dodgers strike back. Get a double from Roden, a homer from Lopes, and it's now Yankees 3, Dodgers 2.
It's a different one from our outfield camera, a third view.
So he thinks it's gone. Look at that. He thinks that
really
ball
did.
is way out.
Watch.
Oh, what a great shot, guys.
Ron Say, number 4 man in the order, hits it high, deep to left field, way back, and Pinella jumps.
Oh,
got it!
What a great catch.
Oh,
Great
boy,
catch.
what a play.
I thought it was gone when he hit it. Lou Pinella made a fine catch at the wall.
Pinella will give you everything he's got and more.
Tomorrow, as the professional football games are posted, we'll keep you apprised as you watch the work reaching for the ball. That ball will come out of that crowd on you. Fouled, and it's fouled off Thurman Munson. Thurman's going to take a minute to shake off the impact of that one.
Watch this view.
But he fooled him.
He really fooled him. That's a 3-2 situation with a fastball pitcher.
On the grass at third. Punches it on the ground to Russell. Russell's throw, gotta hurry.
Oh, good play. The Dodger dugout doesn't like it either.
Bang, bang play as they get Rivers, and Roden now has retired the Yankees. He's been able to put 10 away in order. Preceding a message on behalf of Major League Baseball. Now you watch here.
I don't know. Oh, so close.
I said.
But it became a pitching team, and it became a speed team. But it became a pitching team, and it became a speed team.
1 out, and the bases are clean, and Yeager hits it on the ground to the hole. Dent way back in the hole. Long throw, got him. Good play by Bucky Dent. Bucky says playing on this infield, to him, feels very much like playing on artificial surface.
Guidry at 93 miles per hour on that pitch, Keith.
Hits that ball to center. Rivers goes back, keeps going back. Now he's got the range, and the inning is over. And so Ron Guidry gets the bottom third of the Dodger order. All right, it's 3-2 New York. We'll be back with more baseball after.
Source, Willie Randolph. Hit his at Yankee Stadium, right?
On a native son of Ohio, Thurman Munson. Swings and fouls, hits it into Steve Yeager's glove, and Thurman is struck out for the second time today.
That's about 13 in a row, isn't it?
Right. That ball was past him, and Thurman looked behind him. He knew it.
Reggie Jackson up now has doubled to the left field corner.
That's right.
1-1 the count. 2 out. Nobody on. Fly ball hit to left center. It's way back. It is gone into the left center field pavilion. Reggie Jackson.
And suddenly Rick Rhoden's scoreless streak ends. Reggie got the pitch just where he wanted it, out and over the plate. And this is a ballpark tailor-made to Reggie Jackson.
Let's watch him go to the dugout.
Lou Piniella.
To you that he can hit your fastball. And Reggie hasn't gotten around on the fastball in the entire series.
The batter's box.
Struck out Piniella. Yankees get a home run on Reggie Jackson's shot into the left center field pavilion. And after 5.5 innings of play, the Yankees lead the Dodgers 4-2. For Davy Lopes, who had the home run for Los Angeles. They're hurt. Well, he obviously found out, and Guidry gave him a heck of a season. Works him inside, and for the second time in the ball game, a patient Davy Lopes has walked.
Did just what he didn't want to do there. Let Lopes get on.
So the Dodgers get the leadoff man on. Reggie Smith is up there now, hitless today with Davy Lopes on first base.
Fingers and Lavelle.
There goes Lopes. The throw. They got him.
That time they got him. And the reason was that time he didn't get the good jump.
Thurman made another good throw. I think you're right, Howard. He didn't get a good jump this time. He was out fairly easily, too.
Umpire delayed his call just to make sure, John McSherry, that Randolph had held.
Rule.
Hit sharply Greg Nettles. And the inning is over. Oh, it is. Ron Guidry getting the Dodgers in order. And after 6, Yankees 4, Dodgers 2.
Bothered him, Howard. After that fight he had in Kansas City, he's just not swinging well. He can't get that bottom hand through.
Up the middle, Rosen flags it. Look what I found, throws him out. 2 down.
That's exactly what it was.
Be alive on that mound. You let that ball go, you're the next infielder. Sometimes self-protection. I know that feeling.
Now it is Bucky Dent, the Yankee shortstop with 2 out and nobody on, a single and 2 trips. High fly ball to left. Dusty Baker drifting back. Going on back to the warning track to make the catch. So
boy, that ball really carried. It really carried. It's a reminder of Lopes.
Yankees gone in order. After 6.5, New York 4, Los Angeles 2. Say takes a cut at a Guidry fastball and doesn't get it. Sharply hit toward the hole, and it's into left field. Nettles took a dive at it, deflected it just a little bit. Ronnie Say, base hit.
That's only Ronnie's second hit in the series. He surely got down, but right in the middle of the plate, I guess. Just off a great glove at third base. Say's got good speed. I don't know if Noodle, as we used to call him, and
goaltenders.
One of the few balls. One of the few balls.
Garvey swings and misses and strikes out.
I'll tell you, this Guidry, 94 miles an hour. A gritty little pitcher.
All over the middle of the plate, and here he is, he's pitching. Thurman doing a little umpiring now. See
yes,
that?
he was. Couldn't blame him.
No, it's him.
Thurman claiming the inside.
No cigar.
2-2 now with 2 out. Checks. Thurman appeals at first base. Jim Evans of the American League does not react.
Twice thwarted Thurman Munson going into today's contest.
Say goes, pitch taken, ball 4.
I'm looking in the Yankee dugout. Billy Martin didn't like it. He's yakking about something out there. I don't know if he's yelling at Thurman or what.
No, he's yelling at the umpire. He thinks his pitcher was victimized by a bad call. Maybe 2 of them. Strategy. put the umpire on the defensive. Maybe you'll get a break on the next call.
Lacy, the tying run at first. Pitch inside corner. Steve Yeager.
Now it's Yeager.
Jerry Dale's going to take time out here. He's got Martin yelling at him, and he's got Yeager yelling at him. Looks like he was trying to go outside on that pitch, missed, and went inside. Trying to go outside here. Gave him a sign to go outside. Thurman sat outside that time. It's one of the few times that I've seen Thurman move with Guidry. He usually gives the target with his glove. That time he moved his entire body to the outside part of that plate.
Yeager stayed alive. So did Lee Lacy until finally he got the walk. Chambliss coming over now to have a little chat with Guidry.
That could be on orders from Billy Martin, too.
Might be.
Billy's up on the step of the dugout watching.
Could be to remind him that the count is 0-2.
To Nettles at third. Gets the force at third on Ron Say, coming down from second base, and so after 7 innings of play. It is New York 4, Los Angeles 2. Back with more baseball after this word from our local station. 1-2.
The mayor's sitting over there now. Don't be saying that.
And Guidry's gone. 1 out. It is now Hooten alone in the Dodger pen. Bill Russell.
Russell started the series.
Struck him out. So Ron Guidry dominating the game now. 1 inning to go. Yankees lead 4-2.
Right down the road? Or what?
Thurman Munson is up there with Reggie Jackson and Lou Piniella. Scheduled to follow. 1-2. Ball is hit to right field. Short. Lacy coming in a hurry. Loach goes out, can't get it. Throw back to Garvey, and Munson is aboard.
Well, you take him any way you can get him. There's a little jam shot that fell in.
1-2. Ball is hit to right field. Short. Lacy coming in a hurry. Loach goes out, can't get it. Throw back to Garvey, and Munson is aboard.
Well, you take him any way you can get him. There's a little jam shot that fell in.
Double into the left field corner and a booming home run over the 395-foot mark in deepest left center.
Come to Reggie, inside. High fly ball, left center field. Reggie Smith drifting over under it and makes the catch for out number 1. That's the same line that Reggie Jackson hit his home run.
Trojans are doing a job for you today, Tommy. They lead Oregon 33-0 in the third quarter. Up the middle.
Lopes, Russell, first base, bounce, double play. So the Dodgers down by 2 runs, have 3 outs left. Back more after this message and a word from our local station.
There's Paul Blair now in right field. Billy Martin got that extra turn at bat out of Jackson. 2-run lead. There's Reggie exhorting his teammates on. Bottom of the 9th. Dodgers trail by.
Cleanup all year long. He had a great April. His first 17 ball game. And then went into a slump, but he kept him there.
Shot. Fair ball. Into the corner. Say. Pumping, going for 2. Piniella has it. Say goes in. Double. Now the tying run. Now that Nestor Shylock, who is one of the better ones around, was right on top of it. Can't see it there.
Not going to change that decision.
There's no way. Nettles immediately points to the spot he claims the ball landed. Martin now back in the dugout as we look at Nettles.
Guidry and popped out to the first baseman. Garvey goes to the right side. Well back. It is in the right field corner. It is foul.
Oh, boy. remember, the Dodgers came from behind to tie the Yankees in the opening game. They are, as we said, a combative ball club.
Representing the tying run at the plate. Over the pitcher to Randolph at second. The throw in time. 2 out. Say goes to third.
So they are down to 1 out. If they lose, trailing 3-1 in the World Series, they will have to look back to baseball history for hope of winning the World Series. In 1968, as Martin comes out to talk with Guidry and check the situation with his catcher, Thurman Munson. In 68, the St. Louis Cardinals led the Tigers 3 games to 1. The Tigers won that World Series. In 1958, the then Milwaukee Braves led Casey Stengel's Yankees 3 games to 1. The Yankees won that World Series. So twice in history, it has happened. He represents the tying run.
Wants the ball.
Hit to center. Rivers. Yankees win it 4-2 as Ron Guidry goes all the way with a 4-hitter. Struck out 7, he walked 3.
No question about it. The smallish southpaw was the dominant figure today. So for the second straight day, Yankee pitching. Guidry today, Torres yesterday, has been supreme. The Yankees got hitting against young Doug Rauch in the second inning. They exploded for 3 runs as their left-handed hitters collaborated for a change. Jackson with a double and Chambliss with a double, each into the left field corner. Later, Reggie added a home run.
Big day for the Yankees, and the heat now really on the Dodgers at their home ballpark. As you can see, New York 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Los Angeles 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors. Doug Rauch started. The Yankees jumped on him for 3 runs. Rick Rhoden came in, was brilliant in relief, but Ron Guidry owned this day as he went all the way. And we'll be going to our scoreboard show for a rundown on all of the scores from around the country in college football to this time. Yankees 4, Dodgers 2.